It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hello, it's showtime. Does it look like I'm trying to button up my blazer? It's the weekend, everybody. Yeah, you made it. I made it. We made it to the weekend. Yes. TGIF. I got to take a peek at something here because it's been that kind of day, but I'm good. Here we go. Let me just move that screen. Hey, everybody. The Geno Jones Show. I come to you live Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, new start time. Shout out to everybody. Rosalind Anderson. Folks are on time. It's Friday. They want to see what does Geno have to say? What are we going to talk about? They know it's a Friday, so we're going to have some fun. But, you know, we're going to have some fun. But, you know, I got some stuff to say for the culture, for the community. We got some empowerment, we have some you can call it empowerment, enlightenment, education, along with the entertainment. We're going to do all that today. The Geno Jones Show. We have a new sponsor, CojoLLC.com. CojoLLC.com. Courtney Johnson. She is a real estate expert and a commercial insurance expert. Looking to buy a home, sell a home, trying to get some advice in terms of what you need to do to purchase a home or sell a home. You have a business and your business needs insurance. Courtney Johnson, Kojo, CojoLLC.com. She's got a brand new segment on the show that comes twice a month on Thursday. Next Thursday, the return of Courtney's Corner. So as a matter of fact, I think she's got someone coming on with her. We're going to talk about black philanthropy and how important that, and it's really important now. We got to support all of our black-owned institutions, our black-owned businesses, including black-owned media, and you can do that. You can be a part of the Geno Jones Show family as a sponsor or advertise, or if you just want to support the show financially, make a love offering, you want to make a gift or donate a financial gift to the show, to the media company, you can do that. You can Zelle it or Cash App. Zelle is Geno Jones Show. Geno Jones Show at Gmail. Use my Gmail, Geno Jones Show at Gmail, or you can Cash App $, Dad G Jones, all one word, $, capital D, lowercase a d, capital G, capital J, lowercase O-N-E-S. I'll give you that again at the end of the show. So on Friday, it's like a weekend review. It's like Funny Friday, Have Fun on Friday, all of it, whatever you want to call it. And I always have a co-host. And I got to shout out my guest co-host. She's been pinch hitting for my initial guest co-host on Friday, Miss Keila Carson, who I got a call. Man, she did. So she sends me, she posted some pictures on social media. I'm like, all right, you a Victoria's Secret model? But, you know, classy when she got on like a little red silk, look like pajama set going on, you know, posing there. I'm like, all right, what kind of glamour shot we going on, Key? So I'm going to clip this and I'm going to send it to her. She'll laugh. But who has done a great job sitting in. As a matter of fact, so now I got two co-hosts because this sister has been holding it down. She has carved out her own niche. She's fun, fabulous, fantastic. She's also got a lot going on, including a pageant she's been talking about, a reality show, and a whole lot more. So without any further delay, because her and I, we're just going to do this thing that we do on Friday, and she'll just be part of the monologue. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss K-Love, there she is, Christy Baxter, a.k.a. K-Love, is on camera. What's up? Or is Martin Lawrence or Marty Martin say, what's up? Peace, deuces. Peace, my sister. So look, I know you don't do anything without a lot of thought and consideration. Yeah. And you know, it's the May Taurus, so I know how we get down. I know the energy we have. Yes. So I know there's some symbolism, there is a message, and obviously not that subtle, because the words across your sweater speak for themselves. But I want you to go ahead, welcome. Thank you, my sister. I'm glad you're feeling better. You were under the weather
Yeah.
for a little while. I got you back because we need you here. So you got to get your sleep and your ginger and turmeric and whatever else you got to have. You got to get that stuff in you. So tell us um, what is the reason? I'm sure there's a purpose. The purpose for the peace sweater today.
Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me once again. I definitely missed you, so it's good to be back. There's absolutely, I would have to say three reasons why I am wearing my peace sweater this evening. First of
Hey,
all,
you know what? Hold on. Do me a
Sister
favor.
Cole,
I can hear you. You are clear. You were crystal clear. But can you turn your mic up just a little bit?
mhm.
All right. Now give me a mic check. Even though I know what the weather is crazy, and because like your internet's trying to like freeze up from time to time, but your audio was clear. I just want you to turn it up a little bit because we
Making sure
we
my
want to hear
volume
what
is
you
right.
got to say.
What's going on?
Okay. Now try talking now. All right. Now I can't hear you. Because and like I said, the video was trying to freeze up. We know the enemy is busy. Satan, we're rebuking your punk ass. We're not even messing with you today. Not at all. So hey, now listen, everybody that's watching, you know how we do. In case you didn't know, because I'm getting new viewers every day. The show is interactive. If you are watching me live right now, so what in Chicago it's 7:30. Oh, 7:38. I didn't realize. So 6:38 in Chicago, 4:38 out on the West Coast. The show is interactive. You could be watching me over in Africa somewhere, in Europe, Asia, wherever. The show is interactive. If you're watching me live right now, jump in my chat room. You'll see it right there, live chat. You can just where it says chat, type in. Let me know who you are, where you're watching from. You got a comment, you got a question, or whatever. You want to have a conversation, you can join the conversation. Shout out to my people, Rosalind Anderson, and of course my mom, Mary Dixon, that's always watching. All right, K-Love, talk to me. Talk to me. Let's
Can
go.
you hear me?
Yeah, okay, there you go. It's,
There I go.
yeah, I can hear you.
Because I did see there was a little.
Yeah, the videos, the internet is acting skittish because it's like now you look good. So go ahead, talk to me.
Okay, let me try this again.
Now you're good.
So the purpose, the purpose behind my peace sweater on this evening is it's trifold, if you will. So for the obvious reason, I have on a sweater, and yes, it's still what 80 something degrees outside, but sister's anemic, so she's a little cold. Okay,
And you in the
so
house. You got the
I wanted to
AC
have
on. You in the
something to.
house. Yeah.
Yes. So that's the kind of comical reason, if you will, the humorous reason, if you will. But the other two reasons: one, this is the sweater I wore when I laid my firstborn to rest.
Oh wow.
I didn't wear a dress. I didn't dress in black.
Mm.
I wanted to wear my peace sweater, just because I wanted to stay enveloped in peace despite the trauma of the situation, if you will. And it also helped, not to get a little, do say too much, but it helped that my son laying in repose, he was at perfect peace. He was beautiful. So is a big, comfort to me as well.
Now,
And
let
then
me, AK Love, let me just jump in. So, is blue is that your favorite color or was that his favorite color?
Christian liked he really liked red. He liked red a lot, but he wore blue as well. He was my first boy, so he liked blue as well.
So,
I
is that the
just
reason? I was just wondering why you picked the color blue.
Well, I picked the color blue. It wasn't even so much about picking the color blue. It was the words on it was a piece. It
Oh,
was
so
because
the
it's
okay,
the
so
piece.
the sweater. already had peace on it. So I
Yes.
got you.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I bought it like this. Yes, sir.
So
I
it
bought it
literally just
like
spoke to
this.
you. Yeah.
I
Okay.
saw it. Um, and it did. It did. And my final reason for, enveloping myself in peace is because I prefer to walk in peace. I prefer to walk in love. I prefer to walk in light. And I am done. I am done and over allowing people to disturb that. So that's why I wanted to wear it on tonight.
Say that, sister. Say that. I knew because look, I know you, but I know how we as Tauruses, I know how we get down. I knew there was a story
Yes.
behind it. So thank you for sharing it. Thank you for sharing the story about your son. Um, and I know. How, well, no, let me back up. I can only imagine. I and yes, of course, I empathize. I'm looking for the right words because having not experienced that kind of loss, I can't in truthfulness say, oh, I understand. No, I can't unless someone has gone through, unless you have, lost a child, had to, you know, watch your child because the natural order of life is our children are supposed to, you know, bury us. It's not supposed to be the other way around. So,
Correct.
with
Correct.
so
Correct.
with all the emotions that just talking about it brings and the trigger that you are even willing to share that, uh, I um I can't express and I talk and make people laugh and tell jokes for a living, but this is a serious matter. But I can't really find the words to say um, just the respect and appreciation because there are people who are watching who, unfortunately have been in your situation. So people seeing you, you know, keep moving forward, keep putting one step in front of another, and being so willing to share your story, but to see you, I mean, that's why looks are deceiving because you look great. Shout
Very.
out to your barber. Your barber keep you tight.
Thank you.
Boy,
Christian
it's
Coleman.
like competition.
Christian
I'm going to see my
Coleman.
guy in the morning at 5 a.m. But I don't. Your barber,
Yes.
Kel is the man. But man, your barber is competition because
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. And
Shout out your
it's
barber
girl
again.
power. It's girl power.
Yes,
Christian Coleman
you right.
of Anointed Cuts.
You said Christian.
Mhm. Christian. Her name is Christian.
Chris.
Yes. And yes, for those of you out there, her. Yes, a female
So
is
is it
responsible
like
for that.
Christian or Kristen?
Christian.
Christian,
Christian. Like I am a Christian. I
like a
am a
Christian.
CH.
Christian. Okay.
I am a CH. I
Shout,
am a
well,
CH.
shout
All
out to
right.
Christian because she is yes, she doing her thing.
Yes.
I give her props
Yes.
now. I give her props. Like I said,
Yes. Yes.
Markel Bailey he's the official barber for this show. So he's a master barber. But you give credit what credit is due. The sister
Absolutely.
she got that hair game down. She got
She does.
she got
She
that clipper
does.
game down. She doing a
I
damn
ca-
thing.
well, here's the thing. Christian is also a pastor. She is the co-pastor out at Restoring Life Ministries. And the thing that really drew me in with her is not only do I get in that chair and get the clipper ministry, I get like really this girl talks with me, she prays with me, and it doesn't get any better than that. So that's why I've been continuing to go to her now for 4 years. We're coming up on 5 years, so
Wow.
that's my girl. That's my girl. And I would like to say one more thing. When it comes to loss is inevitable, but the love that you have for those people and that they have for you never dies. It's forever. And so I have suffered over, within the last year, I've had 4 major losses. Um, and it's been a thing that I'm still navigating my way through. Losing my son was something I never thought I would go through. I don't think any mother ever expects that she is going to have to give her child back, her baby back to God, when she does. No mother wants to bury their child, but I am grateful and I am thankful for the 25 years I have with Christian. He was an amazing child. He spent the first half of his life with me. He spent the last half of his life with his father in Kentucky, and his dad took great care of him. And it's still tough. It's absolutely still tough. It hasn't been a full year yet. But one thing I know that my son would have wanted was for me to keep living my life. It has not been easy. And a lot of times people think that I'm okay. I wrestle with depression. I wrestle with grief. Just 3 weeks ago, I lost, one of my best friends, my sister, Frankie Lachère, and I went to her grave yesterday because I missed my friend and I wanted to at least feel like I could be around her for a moment. So and she's not buried not too far from me. She's in Riverview Cemetery. And when I got there, I kept walking around until I found her. And when I found the placard with her name, I stood out there and I talked to my friend for about 30 minutes. And I felt peace when I left there. These people that are gone now, that meant so much to me, may not be here in physical form, but they're always with me in spirit. So I have to lean on that, and I have to keep moving forward in that. Yeah.
Well, listen. First of all, I, I got people just checking in the chat room. Shout out to
Yay.
hashtag They Call Me Love. I made a live. Hey, so whoever they call me love. Hey,
They call me love.
Or hashtag. Oh, you know what that is?
That's Lovey, Lauren Lovey Smith.
Oh, okay.
That is yes.
My sister. Yeah. How are you?
Yeah. Hey, Lovey. Thank you so much.
Sister. Yeah. I know she does her thing. She's been doing
Yes.
her thing a while on social media. So shout out to you.
And she did an amazing event last night that I actually went. Yes, last night she had the most powerful energy movement last night. I do not have the flyer pulled up, but it was held in Mount Pleasant at the Ivy Energy Studios. I went and it was absolutely amazing. I got to, meet some of the most powerful, influential women here in the Charleston area. And it was absolutely amazing. She was the MC. She had a panel with 3 other ladies, besides herself. And it was absolutely amazing. Shout out to Miss They Call Me Love, Lauren Lovey Smith. Love you, girl. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So
She's
Lovey,
doing
I know we followed each other on social media. Listen, I really appreciate you watching. So I'm inviting you to come on the show. And just come on the show. We just have a conversation, talk about your platforms and what you're doing. I know she was doing creating content, doing a show or something like a show.
She's still doing that. She's still doing that.
And
yes.
what platform is it on? Is it
she is on IG. They Call Me Love
Instagram,
Productions.
Okay.
She's also on Facebook as well.
Okay.
They Call Me Love.
She's probably got a YouTube channel. So come on, we got it. Listen, come on. We are all we got, everybody. But we are all we need. But the truth is we got everything we need. So there's a lot of stuff that I wanted to get into that's connected to that. But the beautiful thing about us, K-Love, when we do our live, when you come on as my co-host on Fridays, a lot of times we just totally vibe. There's no rundown. Like today, I didn't get a chance to.
We didn't even talk today.
Look, I didn't even get a chance to get this woman on camera until 2 minutes before showtime. It's been a crazy day. I'm not even going to go into that because, God worked all that out, because the enemy, including the weather and, streets being flooded. But I wanted real quick, since you were so generous, and that's the other, because I keep looking for the right word, because it seems like I'm struggling to find the right word, and the only word that I can find in real time is the generosity. And who knows, maybe for you it could be cathartic, and it may be some healing in that. A lot of times, I know sometimes for some people, like, Tauruses, we are verbal, and a lot of times.
Lovey is a Taurus too. Shout out to Lauren Lovey. She's a Taurus too.
Is she a May Taurus or April?
She's a May Taurus. Her birthday is May 12th. I'm May 11th. She's May 12th.
And mine is May 20th. Okay.
No
wonder, I know we met each other. No wonder the vibe was cool, Miss Lovey. I haven't seen her in person in a while. So what I was saying, K-Love, like in my head I got this rundown, but I just want you to. I thank you for your generosity, for not just sharing your story, but sharing the journey in terms of like where you are at this second. And if you don't mind, I just want you to speak to that because I know people
Absolutely.
here who are going through what you've gone through. I think about my man Stunner. There was this
Yes.
is a brother, Robert Stunner Smith. He is really so active, a community activist, doing great work.
Hmm.
Literally, he turned his pain into purpose.
Yes.
His daughter was killed. It was like an event, and just you
Mm-hmm.
know, folks, she was not the target, but
Correct.
unfortunately, she lost her life, and
Yeah.
there was like a court hearing, and so
Yeah.
I don't have all the facts, but I'm thinking
Right.
about him, and I think about some other people. I think about a friend, Tasha. She lost a daughter and her son. She lost her daughter. This person, I
Mm.
believe, is still in jail. But I just want you to. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people who are living with the pain and just living with having to, wake up every morning
Yes.
and every day and just deal with the roller coaster of
Yes.
trying to move forward. So
Yes.
if so while you were talking, it just hit me. If you don't mind just speaking to anybody who may be watching live or anybody who will see this after this is Friday night, about
Right.
10 minutes to 8, quarter to 8. But maybe
Right.
somebody over the weekend is watching the recorded
Right.
version on my YouTube channel. All my episodes are archived.
Hmm.
If there's one piece of advice, if there's something that you can say or speak to
Hmm.
those that's on your journey,
Hmm.
those that's going through the pain, in terms of what would what is it that you would like to share with them or to tell them to kind of help them get through like you're getting through?
Well, the first thing that I would share with anyone on the grief journey, but especially mothers, grieving mothers,
Mm.
is that it is okay to not be okay. I would never tell another mother that you can't stay in that space because you carried that child. You carried that child. But even with in Stunner's case, he may not have carried that child, but that was still his baby.
Yes.
Um, it is never easy. It is never easy having to let your child go. To me, it is completely unnatural. The biggest thing is being honest about how you're feeling, allowing yourself to not be okay, and not listening to people that want to tell you that you need to get past it. You don't get past that. You could have never told me in a million years that I would be a grieving mother,
Mm.
that I would be sitting on a front row and that's my baby laying in that casket at the front of the church. Never would have thought it.
Mm.
To actually go through that process, and I'm still going through the process. That's why I see a mental health therapist every week. That is why,
Mm.
so that I can talk about how I'm feeling. For me, the grief is compounded because of the fact that I was separated from my son for the last 10 years. He was living in Kentucky. I've been here back home in South Carolina since 2013. When I left Kentucky, he was still there. And that's when his father gained custody of him. And that was not the plan. That was not how that was supposed to go. I thought I was going to go back to Kentucky to visit my
Mm.
child, not view him. So I'm having to not only go through counseling to deal with the actual loss of my son, I'm having to go through counseling to deal with the guilt, the shame that I carry. Because I still have a place in my mind, even though I'm still wrapped in a piece now, there is still a place in my mind that says, Christy, if you had had yourself together, maybe he'd still be here. I will never know that. And I'm gradually learning how to release that thought. It is not easy. It is not easy. And I wrestle with that thing just about every day. That's why I have some days I can't talk. I can't be bothered. I just have to be to myself. But, but, I know, I know that my son is free from autism because he was severely autistic. He suffered from seizures. He was nonverbal, but he's free from all those things now. He doesn't have to deal with any of those things now. And it is hard knowing that I will not see my son on this side again. But I'm thankful for the time I had with him. Even though it had still been those years in between, his memory will never leave me. The fact that I carried him, that I held him, that I was there, in that first part, that will never leave me. And it does not make me a weak person. It makes me a person. It makes me human to feel how I feel. So I'll never, tell anybody that you have to be okay. It's okay to not be okay. It's not okay to stay there though. It's not okay to stay there. I'm not saying, because I don't want any grieving parent to say, well, you just said you wouldn't tell me that. What I am saying, sweet face, all I'm saying to you is allow yourself the chance to live again. Your baby's time may have expired, but you're still here. And because you're still here, that means that there's a purpose to your pain as well. Yes, Stunner, I believe his name is Ronald Smith, but Stunner has turned his pain into purpose.
Oh my God.
So did Kendra Morgan,
Yes.
Kendra, and the loss of Princess Ariel.
Yep.
She's done the same thing.
sure has.
She has an annual
Shout
event.
out to her.
You know,
Yep. Shout out to Kendra.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. There are so many of us that are trying to navigate our way through. For me, losing Christian, and I don't mean to say it this way, but it was a closing of a chapter for me that I didn't quite know that was the part of the direction my story was going, and I still, like I said, I still have my days where I do ask God. I know they say you shouldn't question him, but it's not that I don't trust God. Sometimes I'm a little leery of his judgment calls, though, because I'm like, Jesus, you sure about this? I'm a little, I don't get it. But I know that God knows exactly what he's doing. He doesn't need my help, and this may sound morbid. There are times that I wish I could change or trade places with my son, because sometimes I'm like, you know what? He's in paradise and I'm still here dealing with some of these fools. Maybe he won, maybe he won. It's okay to not be okay. It's not okay to stay there. Talk to someone. Do not feel like you have to navigate the journey of grief by yourself, because you don't. You don't. I do understand not wanting to trust people because you don't like being vulnerable. You don't like letting people in. Trust me, I struggle with that too. But there is a power in vulnerability. You have to be secure and enough in yourself to know it's okay to let your guard down. Walls keep people out, but it also keeps you locked in. And that's not always the best place to be. I am better because I do have really loving, genuine, supportive people surrounding me. So it helps me to keep going. It helps me to keep going.
Wow.
Yeah.
And lean into trust your instincts. Lean into your discernment in terms of who you let in. They call it intuition. They say women's intuition.
Yes.
Well, like I said, just for
Yes.
me, it's like my spider sense. It's that spiritual side. Like I said,
Yes.
like spirits, because it's just energy. When somebody's spirit or energy
Absolutely.
clashes, you feel it. Like you said, it's the one person can walk in the room, and it's like somebody hits the light switch,
Yes.
opens the blinds,
Yes.
and the room
Yes.
lights up, and it's sunny, and you feel good, and you relax. No
Yes.
anxiety or stress. And then some people walk in the room, it's like a damn total solar eclipse, and the anxiety
Yes.
and stress, and you can just feel. It's like when the devil come walking in the room, you like,
Man, listen.
Satan has arrived. Let me rebuke your ass. Go on over
Yes.
there.
Yes. Yes. And the thing that was so crazy about that is when I first realized that I was awakening, that I was going through the awakening process, it scared me. It did, because I distinctly remember telling God, I was like, Big Jiva, this, I don't want this. I don't know what this is. I don't want it. I started to see things, started to sense things. And that's another reason why I'm leery about being out now. I don't like being everywhere, doing everything with everyone. I'm not comfortable because I feel energy. And I feel it on such a level sometimes that it's debilitating. I found myself out and about, and all of a sudden I can feel things kind of coming on me, and I'm like, and I'll start. I'm praying. I'm praying. You might see me smiling and greeting folks, but didn't God say to pray fervently? And didn't He say pray at all times, cease without praying? You have to, because I'm sorry. I love everybody. I don't like everybody though. And what I do, I don't. No, I am K Love. I am K Love, but I don't like everybody. Everybody don't like me, and that's fine. A lot of the people that don't like me is because their spirits are, excuse me, their demons are irritated by my spirit, and I'm well with that. I am well with that. Don't like me. My light is going to blind you when you are dark soul. That's just what's going to happen. I'm fine with that. Please know that. You're not hurting my feelings. You are not hurting my feelings at all. But it is very overwhelming when you are in spaces, and as soon as you walk in, you instantly feel things, and you can hear things. You can hear conversations, and you're not even in the midst. And I'm like, you know what, God, hold up. You didn't lean down out the clouds. You did not show me this in the script. What is all of this? And it's caused me to lean into Him more. It's caused me to pray more. And now I'm having to accept what He's given me. So I can't go everywhere. I can't be everywhere. But them energy vampires are very real, very real, very real. And that's why I loved where I was last night, because of the type of energy that it was. When I walked into that space, it was so inviting and comforting. And I felt I hadn't felt a peace like that in a long time. But I'm gonna tell you what, I walk into other places. As soon as I walk in there, I'm like, you know what? Where is the nearest exit? Because this ain't it. This is not it.
And you and I both, I'm sure, can think of a couple of places, one specifically, but we ain't gonna name no names on that one.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me on this.
You know exactly. You know the place I'm thinking about, and I know, and I know you know the place that I'm thinking about, and you know I know the place we both was thinking about.
I ain't got the time. I don't have the doggone time, Mr. Jones. I don't.
We're not even letting that energy in the conversation. We ain't letting that energy on camera. We don't want to send it back out to the universe. So listen, Kay, I don't know if it's. Can you see my chat room?
You know what? I've never. Hold on.
Well, that's okay.
If I can look at. Oh, wait a minute.
Because you were a little closer. I'm standing up on camera, so that my screen is a little further away. So I hate leaning down. And people are like, why are you leaning down? I haven't had a chance to set it up. I am. October will be my 5th year. So we got some exciting things coming up for year 5 and 2020, later this year, and then in 26. Upgrading from a technological standpoint. Technology, we're going to add some cute little bells and whistles, and I'm going to be adding, purchasing equipment and software to do a lot of things, including taking the show, broadcasting live on the road. But that's all right. I'll still go old school. So she said, hey, it's me, Lovey. Hey, my radio family. We had so if you can't read it, don't worry, I'll read it to you. We had an amazing night. Purpose was spoken in the room, and then she said, let's do it. I'd love to come on. Okay, all right, Lovey. K Love is gonna give you my number. So K Love, make sure you get
I sure am.
Show. And shout out to Rosalind. It is awesome to find comfort knowing that to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. Praying for your continued strengthening. That's to you, K Love, from Sister Rosalind Anderson.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you, Rosalind. I really appreciate
you know,
that. Thank you so much.
I know my mom she's always watching. She's a big fan of yours too. So, but
I
thank you.
appreciate
And
that.
we had no idea that the show was going to
No,
take this turn, but I thought it was
not at
important.
all.
But like I said, the entertainment, the humor, even like just the social political commentary, all that's like part of like a gumbo, and I don't even eat gumbo.
Yeah.
I don't eat gumbo, but it's like it's like think of it like a television gumbo. We put all this in a
Yeah.
pot, But like I said, the entertainment and the fun and the humor that I bring, with what the little comedy that I mix in, with the social political commentary, that's the hook. But any time that I get to use the platform to speak to purpose, to speak to empower, to enlighten, to educate, to inspire, to motivate, to uplift, to help heal, to tap into our common humanity, where we can see each other's humanity and see our humanity in each other, and tap into the empathy and the compassion and decency. That's what we do, and it was just put on my heart and my spirit, just to, especially that last question, because there are other people that I know that are going through what you have gone through. And you never know, somebody's watching who I don't even know. Somebody's, they're not in the chat room, but maybe somebody that's going to watch the show, the recorded version this weekend or whenever, that'll
Right.
see this,
Right.
and what you said to them can help them, give them purpose, give them a reason to go on, maybe save their life. So just thank you for your generosity, and just being willing to share so much of yourself through just the triggering nature of it. The unselfishness is a very unselfish thing, and it just speaks to your compassion and your humanity and your purpose in allowing yourself to be a vessel, to be a blessing to other people, even through your pain. Speaking how you navigate that is a blessing to somebody who you don't even know. We don't even know right now. So,
And I appreciate that. Thank you so much for allowing that. When I am out and about in the community, here lately, I've actually had more people coming up to me and telling me that my videos, that the way I speak encourages them, motivates them, inspires them. Like, I've had moments where I'm ugly crying in the car, like in front of them. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I'm giving them hugs. Man, I'm in the car ugly crying, because it's like, I'm like, oh my gosh, because it's not, this is not easy. It's not easy. And a lot of times I don't understand why things are the way that they are, and why I had to go through the things I had to go through. So I believe, I definitely want to believe that God, you know, this is part of my story. This is part of my purpose, is sharing these things. I don't always want to share. There are times where I'm intentionally quiet. I'm like, I'm not saying a doggone thing. I don't feel like it. And I'll get a text, or I'll get a call, or I'll get an inbox. Miss Christie, and I'm like, oh goodness, oh goodness. And it's like I have to. It's like I have to. God told me to speak. I heard Lovey say that last night, and she doesn't even know, when she was giving her testimony. And I was like, this is my Taurus Queen sister for real, because God told me the same thing. And I think that plays in, or played in, to why me wanting to be on air became such a huge thing to me, because I was like, you know what, God, I think, isn't this what you told me to do? Isn't this what you told me to do? And I even got to a point, I was like, you know what, God, never mind. Don't even worry about it. I'm cool. So I had started my own podcast. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. And then when I lost my son, and I lost him, if I'm not mistaken, it was the week that I was prepared to start recording again. And I was like, hey, I can't do this right now, God. I can't. But I know that I got to go back to that as well because I have a story to tell. I've got a testimony to share, and I'm going to do what he told me to do. I'm going to do what he told me to do. Sometimes begrudgingly now. Sometimes I'm like a little spoiled little kid, and I'm like, but I don't want to. I don't want to. But if I can reach one person, if I can give one person hope, if I can give somebody a reason to give it another try, then I'm going to do it. I'm not worried about followers, likes, mentions, because none of that is going to get me into heaven. You know what I'm saying? I used to be worried about that kind of stuff. I used to be like, well, I want to get a digital creator award. I want to get. Now I don't care about that. I'm like, you know what? Let me reach another heart. That's what matters to me. That matters to me more than anything else. So,
Well,
and so
all
we
right.
can.
So let me try to cram a whole lot of stuff because just listening to you talk in real time, stuff is just coming to me. But let me just say this real quick, and uh, this is not a narcissistic act, cystic. I said it right. Sometimes I pronounce the word right. I'm so anal, but you want to come on? That's that May Taurus.
It
I am
is.
so anal. I'm not doing it on
It's
camera. I'm
okay.
self-correcting. Like I pronounce the word correctly, but it don't sound perfect. So this is not an act of narcissism or
You're
narcissistic
fine.
act.
Okay.
you just we need
It
demerits
tickles
to
me because I do that too.
you do the same thing.
That's
I know.
funny.
And
You
demerits
fine.
to be like, girl, my, I'm 30 years, girl. 30 years she been living with it.
That is funny. I'm sorry.
So
Oh, that
what?
tickled me. I'm sorry.
No, we both because we're the same way. That's that we got the same
Yep.
energy. What
Yep.
this is what I want. I just wanted to piggyback on something you were saying. You were talking about you weren't doing it to win like awards, like the best digital content creator award or all that. So I
Mm-hmm.
just want to speak to that
Mm-hmm.
point of privilege. I hadn't even talked about it on the show. Tomorrow I'll be going to Charlotte, North Carolina. So
Yeah.
Charlotte, there's a chapter. There's a National Black Radio Hall of Fame, and
Mm-hmm.
they only have chapters in certain cities: Atlanta, St. Louis, and Charlotte, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
But what the Charlotte chapter is trying to create a Carolinas chapter
Mm-hmm.
for North Carolina and South Carolina. So they're having like an awards uh, dinner honoring
Mm-hmm.
people. And I sent you the text.
Uh-huh.
Well, I copy and pasted the message that I got. So shout out to
Yeah.
BJ Murphy, who's a radio legend, especially in the Charlotte market. People that's been
Mm-hmm.
around listening to the radio for 30 years or so, they know who BJ Murphy is. He's worked in other markets. He worked in Chicago. He and I are really good friends, just a great brother. With the nation, BJ is just my dude. So, so BJ sent me this message saying, "Hey, listen, the National Black Radio Hall of Fame, we're having like this dinner, this event in Charlotte, and we want to
Mm-hmm.
honor you for being one of the
Mm-hmm.
pioneers in Black radio in South Carolina." I had no
Mm-hmm.
idea. I didn't see that coming. Now, I'm just gonna be honest, and K Love, even if she's a little more modest than I am, but she understands that Taurus energy that especially that May Taurus energy. I have I have been in my own head. I
Mm-hmm.
have been a Hall of Famer for years, and it's not just based on ego; it's based on the success. So I mean, I know the metric that people use. So there are
Mm-hmm.
people who've been in the Hall of Fame that got in before me.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just want to judge it on the metrics and the numbers and the impact that you've had in us,
Mm-hmm.
the impact that I'm still having here for 20 years, I don't
Mm-hmm.
have to say anything.
Right.
It speaks for itself.
Correct.
Shout out to Ann McGill, who's one of the best news anchors, one of the top news anchors in America,
Mm-hmm.
local or network, CBS affiliate. So a couple weeks ago, she came by the radio station and wanted to do a story about. I have an academic all-star program where I recognize young people for their,
Mhm.
excellence in school from kindergarten to
Mhm.
senior. So she did a feature story. It ran tonight. I missed it because it ran at the 7 o'clock news. So I'm saying all that to say that I know what I have accomplished, Kayla. I know what our radio station to this day, at this moment, is still number one, and my radio show is still number one 21 years later. So God has blessed me. I've had the success. So I never needed, and that's us Tauruses. We don't need outside validation.
True.
It don't. It only means something from the people that matter to us the most.
That very correct.
So the only
Very correct.
validation we really, and it's not just
Yeah.
validation, it's appreciation and love, is the people that mean the most to us. Outside of that
Very true.
circle, we don't give a shit. we
That part
we
is
don't
very
give a
true.
F. We don't that
Yep.
like it or love.
That's true.
That's a Taurus thing. You wouldn't understand.
True. And you are very correct about that.
But I'm
It
saying because
it's good to be recognized though.
but I'm saying all that, and this is not, I'm not patting myself on the back, but I do think BJ Murphy, Damaris, and Allie are going with me. I'm more excited because they were more excited
Awesome.
than I was, and I'm just happy that they'll be able to experience that, and to say, hey, you know what, my husband, my dad, people are appreciate what he's
Yeah.
done. Because I know that
Yes.
means a lot to Damaris, because she didn't get
Of
excited about
course.
much, but it really meant a lot to her. She was more excited than I was, that never happened. So, and
Oh.
her and Allie, because I said,
Yeah.
Allie, because she's 23, I'm like, listen, I would like for you, I would love for you to be there with me and mommy.
Mhm.
And she was like, oh, sure, but I'm like, she's 23,
Yeah.
she could be, like tonight, she's hanging out with a friend of hers, but she got her own life. So the fact that she thought
Right.
enough of her dad on a
Of
Saturday
course.
to take a whole Saturday and then driving back Sunday to be willing to do that because she wants to be there and support her dad. That
That's
means that
beautiful.
means more than the recognition.
I know it. I know it. I
So
know it.
this was really a long-winded way, and I apologize, but that's what we do. That's us Taurus. It was just a long-winded way
Yeah.
of saying that I get it that you don't do it because what I've done here for 20 years, what I've done all my career, I didn't do it for awards. I didn't. The reward is knowing that people appreciate what I do, and I've
Correct.
been rewarded with every city I've been in. That city, that community, they have made me a part of the community, as
Hmm.
if I was born and raised there. And here
Hmm.
in Charleston, you guys have really, I mean, you have embraced me like I was born and raised here, and that is the reward. And it's also allowed me
Yeah.
to launch this TV show, to launch my media company, which is going to be even a
Hmm.
bigger reward financially for me. So God didn't make any
Right.
mistakes. So let me tie that back to you. Is you're not doing what you're doing for an award, but what I was going to
No.
say, and it's just ironic how things tie in, because my mother had, let me get, because I got so much in here. She said, K-Love, truly love and appreciate you. And I'm very
Oh.
proud. My mother has told me many times, she said, Jeannie, when you allow God to use you as a vessel to be a blessing to others, your
Yeah.
blessings will come down like raindrops from heaven.
Yes.
So I'm what I am trying to do. My goal is to continue to encourage and inspire and allow God to use me as a
Yeah.
vessel to speak to you. Is
Mm.
that is he's you found you found your purpose, and he is using you as a vessel. You just here's the proof. Like you said, there are days you don't feel like doing it, and you get a text message.
Yeah.
There are people who have, and I know this for a fact. We've talked about it, and you've been talking about it. You had people who you don't even know who have
Yeah.
seen the videos, your video shorts that you put out, that have really spoke to them and helped
Yeah.
them get through stuff. So
Yeah.
you are allowing God to use you as a vessel. He's put you in your purpose
Hmm.
through your pain. I'm not saying that he had to, you know, uh, put you through this pain, because I'm with you. That's a like I'm always saying it's a Taurus thing. But if you're not it's just you recognize it, and the fact that we are both born in May, it's just
Yeah.
because there's some stuff that I would question too. I'm like, all right, because my mother said God don't make no mistakes. I'm like,
Right. Right.
yeah, but we need to have a conversation because I ain't really. I, 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 I'm throwing
Oh,
it to use
wow.
a football. I'm throwing a challenge flag on this one, God. We gonna have to.
Yeah.
We gotta, go to the replay. You pull out the
Yeah.
rule book. We gotta have a conversation.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
You might have blew this call.
Right.
Yeah, you might have blew this call, but you just
Oh, goodness.
I'm just sharing. I'm just saying. My main thing is to continue to allow yourself, and you've seen them, and you're seeing the manifestation. You allow God to understand that you are a vessel, and I realized I was a vessel having my academic all-star campaign and having young people who were academic all-stars that I recognized on my radio show and would mention them and shout them out and
Yeah.
have them on my show. Their parents, call in, and
Yeah.
some of those people. As a matter of fact, two of them were in this news story, live5news.com here in Charleston, and so anybody can watch it all over the
Mhm.
country. You can just go to their website and see it. One of these young ladies just finished med school. She's an anesthesiologist, and one
That's
is his second year at North Carolina A&T. He is going to go to law school, and he got a scholarship from Congressman James Clyburn here in South Carolina, who's in the U.S. House of Representatives. And his goal, he could run for senator or governor right now. This young man is so impressive. So I've had young people who are either in college or
mhm.
you know, doctors, anesthesiologists, or lawyers, or whatever, or entrepreneurs, and say,
Mhm.
I was one of your academic all stars, and that really inspired me, or even sometimes more than the students, it's the
Mhm.
parents and the grandparents, the pride and the joy. I
Mhm.
mean, K-Love, I have had to like walk away from people because I so I wouldn't break down in front of them. It hit me that,
Mhm.
but it hit me that, oh wow,
Yeah.
I had no idea. That was
Mhm.
not my intention. I created this out of
Mhm.
ego, I guess. Yeah, you got a lot of ego. Yeah, we do. I was bragging on myself, but our ratings that came out, and, we were number one. That was like the second ratings period. Since I was there, we were number one again. My show was number one, and I'm driving back and forth to Atlanta because I commuted for the first 4 years from
Oh,
'05
wow.
to '09. So
Oh, wow.
I'll never forget. I'm on I-20 because I was off 20. I'm on I-20 somewhere between maybe Columbia and Atlanta, and I'm just feeling.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm feeling myself, K Love. I'm like, man,
Mhm.
I'm the man. I'm the number one again. Show number one, station number one, and I heard a voice said, "Okay, Mister Number One. Now, what are you gonna do with this? What are you gonna do with it?"
Yeah.
And you know, our station is Star 99.7, and the words, the voice, Geno's Academic All Stars. And I ran it by Damaris, and she thought it was a great idea. And Damaris rarely thinks I have a great idea. So the fact she's like, I was like, damn, Damaris, she said that was a great idea. I don't even
Oh,
remember ever seeing. So I said, and then I
right.
ran it by my late program director. He was the program, Michael T. You remember Michael T. And he thought it
Mhm.
was a great idea. And here we are, 20 years later. So,
Awesome.
and that's when I remember having that conversation with my mother. That's when she said, when you allow God to use you as a vessel to be a blessing to other people, he will bless you. I'm paraphrasing. She said, he'll bless
Mhm.
you in ways you won't believe. It'll be like,
Mhm.
your blessings will come down like raindrops from heaven. And
Mhm.
so I'm sharing that with you to encourage you, and just I'm the vessel. It's like God is speaking to you through me that, yeah, you found you you are on assignment.
Mhm.
You found your purpose, you found your assignment, and the reason that is having such an impact on other people, even when you had no idea, and that wasn't your intention, but it was God's intention. So,
Yeah.
when stuff happens, you have no idea that He's chosen you to be a vessel.
Mhm.
So
No.
just receive that,
Well,
and
I mean, I'm more aware of
yeah.
it now.
So those days that you don't feel like doing
Yeah.
it, just understand that it's not you're not doing it for you. You are doing what He wants you to do. And for whatever reason, in that moment, He's
Yeah.
choosing you because there's something inside of you that He wants you to get out, because there's somebody else
That
who
needs it.
he
Yeah.
that needs to hear that and to see you say it
Yeah.
on camera, and you have no idea who it is.
Yes. And I'm really learning that now. I'm gonna tell you what,
You
I'm
and me
really learning
both,
that now.
in different ways. I'm still learning
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah. It's just it's crazy. It is. There are just moments where I'm like, what? When and I think I shared this with you before when we did the MUSC Radiothon. We were going to visit a critical care patient, and I was walking with Savannah and Steve, and we're walking to go to visit this patient. And when we came off of the elevator, there was a lady that was getting ready to get on, and I saw her. She kind of got on, she turned around instantly, and she started walking real fast behind us. So when I saw her reach out her arm or her hand, she grabbed my hand. I turned around, and I thought she was trying to grab Savannah. She was like, no, no. She said, I was trying to get your attention. And I said, oh, yes, ma'am. I said, how can I help you? And she said, I just wanted to tell you thank you. And I said, for what? And she said, I watch your videos all the time. She said, you have no idea how much you encourage me. And I froze. I was like, I said, you sure you were looking? She's like, you're K Love, right? I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, yes, ma'am. She said, I watch your videos all the time. She said, I just wanted to tell you thank you. And I was like, can I hug you? And we hugged. And when she turned to walk away from me and I turned my back to her, I was wiping tears because when I'm saying stuff, and I mean I don't just say things just to say them. I really feel led to say them. And I no, no, I didn't think. And it's woo, it's very humbling. It's very humbling, but it's definitely a thing where I feel free in doing so. I feel free. And I'm no longer worried about who's no longer on the journey with me. And I don't mean the people that have transitioned over or anything like that. I mean people that just kind of sort of have, I guess I would say, fallen out of my life. I'm no longer worried about that because none of those people are tied to my destiny. Not a one of them. At this point, I have to move on, with or without you. And I know that in my quest to be a better Christy, I can't be concerned about, those that don't genuinely support. And support can be a very tricky word. And sometimes we give out more support than we actually get. And
Or
I just,
or what? Let me just say this, not to cut you off.
no,
What
no, you're
happens
fine.
is we don't get it from the sources that we give it to, but God will give
That
it to
part.
us from a source who we don't even know or don't even see
Correct.
coming. So
Correct.
that's why I say karma is so real. The energy you put out into the universe, it's
Yes.
gonna find us good or bad. It'll find its way
Yes.
back to you. It just
Yes.
may it just may come in it. You may have sent it out that way. It may come this way. It might come from
Correct.
behind you or from this way or up this. But you
Correct.
expecting I sent it this way. You looking forward to come back
Yeah.
from the same direction that you.
And for a long time that was me. I'm like, well, when you needed me to do XYZ and support your mission, I was right here. When I needed you to support mine, you disappeared. You didn't know what I was talking about. All of a sudden, you don't speak English. Okay, wow. Okay, No problem.
And
And I had to get a tough skin about it because for a long time it hurt. It
no,
hurt.
and I
I
get
couldn't
that part.
understand.
But I guess what my grandfather helped me when I was a little boy in so many ways, so many pearls of wisdom. But he always taught me from a little boy, Jeannie, people don't owe you anything. So I've
Very
always
true. Very true.
so that is all that tape is always playing in my head. So I live
Very
that way where I don't expect anything from people, but when people show me generosity or kindness, or they appreciate me, or that they value me. My grandfather made up the word. I don't think it was in Webster's. He would say, "Put valuation on people that value you."
Yeah.
But I don't. For me, if it's placed on my heart to do something, it's done. I tell people, you don't. I have. You don't have a tab. All right. Your tab is zero. There's no tab.
Right.
If
Right.
God places it on my heart, I do it. And if I never speak to you again, you never speak to me again, you get sideways, then I
Right.
just move on.
Right. Right.
But because it was placed on it when it was placed on my heart to do it, then I'm like, okay, that means God, you put it on my heart for a reason. It wasn't
Right.
accidentally. I know it's right. It's a line.
Right.
I feel it in my spirit, and I'm good with it, and I move on because he always. I always wind up being blessed in some way from somebody who maybe I never knew or hadn't. Just like strangers will say something to you
Right.
and will speak life or joy and completely shift your energy. Will lift up.
Right.
He'll use anybody. He can use even a little child. So,
Yes.
man, just lean into that.
Definitely.
Yeah, and like I said, I know how tough it is, because we're just human. So, you expect it, you want to get it back from the same source that you gave it to, but mm-mm. People don't owe you anything.
True.
But if it's on my heart to do it, and this, in addition, because I had to pull this thought back into my head, and it's connected to this part of the conversation. Here's the analogy I want to use. Yeah, we have seasons here, but growing up in Chicago, you get 4 distinct seasons. But we get it here. So here's the example. There's some trees, come November, the leaves would have fallen off those trees. There's some trees where the leaves stay on year round. So I'm using that analogy, allegory, metaphor. There's some people, they say there's a time and a season for everything and everybody. People come into your life for a season. Some could be a short season, some could be a long season. Some, if you're really lucky, some could be that season is for all your life. So when somebody's season is up, that's right, the season is up. They've served their, whatever purpose God had for putting them in your life at that moment. Purpose served. That's the way for me. I'm just sharing that with you because that's the way I look at it. I mean, everybody doesn't, it's my mom says, God don't make a mistake. But I really do, and I've seen that there's a time and a season for everything. And some people come into your life for a specific season. Like I said, it could be short or long.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at how this Friday show kind of morphed. It started off with my co-host, a sister that I had worked with for 30 years ago, who, when I just got this thing started, said, "G, I got you." She went to get her, and still studying for her doctorate, her PhD, that she'll have next summer. And shout out to our coworker Savannah, because we still got to drag her on. But Savannah, and I told you, she told me that, and I'm sure she probably mentioned, but her and I were talking, and I was like, I'm chewing her out, or I'm chewing her ass out hard. I'm like, girl, she's like, what do you think? You should ask K-Love to come on. And I was like, yes.
Wow.
So
Wow.
and just
Wow.
like all the folks viewing, I mean, we got a chat room full of conversation. Shout out
Really?
to Megan, or Fitline Dancer.
Oh,
Megan
Pooh!
Tour,
Hey, Pooh!
yeah, checking and fit line dances. So we got a whole chat room, Lovey and everything, Rosalind Anderson. So it's just what we have developed on on Fridays. This was organic.
Yeah,
So God didn't make any mistakes. So I just
I
want to leave
agree.
you with that. So
I
listen,
agree.
before you get out of here, and then real quick, I want you to give us an update real quick on the pageant.
Oh my,
I
yes,
have been
yes.
saying that we're all we got, and we're all we need. Because I was going to get into this early, but obviously this was, like I said, when when it's placed on your heart, when the Spirit it places something on your heart, you gotta, because then you know it's not just for you. It's God wouldn't put this. And I know you and I operate the same way. If you and you
Mhm,
can feel it, it's like, okay,
mhm.
God put this on my heart for a reason. So He, for whatever reason, I need to talk about it, either with someone specifically or just collectively.
Mhm,
It's like, okay, He's put this on my heart while I'm on this platform live. So for
mhm.
whatever reason, if He put it on my heart, He wants me to share it. And as you were going on, I could hear and feel. That's why I kind of asked the follow-up questions, because there's somebody I don't have. I just we threw out a couple names, but there are people who's watching, could be watching from anywhere in the world, who we may
Yeah,
never meet, who
yeah.
your conversation spoke to them in a way
Yeah.
that they needed it, that they needed to hear it, to either uplift their spirits or to help them get through, or to help them just to, you know, want to just push through another day and not give up and tap out.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And that
man,
should make you, because it makes me feel good, but that should really make you feel good, because
it
you are
does.
really turning the ultimate pain into purpose, and
Um,
that's a very unselfish thing. But that's why you have been blessed in incredible ways, which is a
yeah,
great segue to talk about the
yeah.
update on your pageant and
Yeah.
this reality show, as much as you can tell us. So let's hear it.
Well, yes. So the next big thing coming up for K Love is as contestant number 5 in the Miss Plus Size Charleston pageant. Is going down Saturday, September 27th, First Baptist Church on James Island. We're so excited. We are
Wait,
so
stop. I know I'm rude. I'm just, but this is important. How them votes coming? That's what I want to know. You
well.
got to. We got to listen. We got to stuff the ballot box, you all.
Well,
So
here's the thing. So we have online voting,
okay,
and then in the day of the pageant, they're going to have. I believe they said they're going to do jars, and each contestant's face is going to be on a jar, and you can put money in the jar. Y'all bring your money to put in the doggone jar. Right now online, right? I'm
yes.
in third place. I mean, yeah, third. You heard correctly. I had somebody inbox me and he was like, "Excuse me, why are you in third place?" I was like, "Did you vote today?" I don't know. I
All right. So
look. This is where it is.
let's change that right now. We gonna change that right now. All right, we're gonna take that third place to one. So what do we need to do to get you from third to one? So let everybody know what they need to do. And then you all on social media, you can record your own little video. You can copy and paste, or you can, put out, just do a post on whatever platform you're on. Tell us exactly what we need to do.
Okay. Well, to vote for
Right
contestant
now.
number
Tell them what
5,
they need to do right now.
yes, go to pageantvote.net. That is pageantvote.net. Look for the Miss Plus Size Charleston pageant and look for contestant number 5. That's me with the green hair. And yes, it's not going to be green for the pageant, but don't worry about it. So, yes, go there and vote for me for People's Choice. And if you're planning on attending the pageant, go ahead, bring some singles. No, ain't gonna be no rump shakers. I mean, it's gonna be some rump shakers, but we're not gonna be rump shaking per se. But go on, bring them dollars and stuff them in the jar, because I would have a chance to, win there as well. I mean, People's Choice is wonderful, and I am not saying this trying to be funny. I'm not concerning myself with People's Choice. I got my eye on that crown. That's what I'm going for. I want that crown on my head. but I'm super excited to be
Well,
a
we
part
want
of
it
it.
all. We claiming it all. We
Yeah.
claiming the crown, the jar, the people's choice, all of it.
Yeah, it's me and five other ladies are competing, and it's going to be a wonderful time. Saturday, September 27th. Tickets are still available. We have general admission, VIP. Thank you to everybody that bought ads, that's already bought tickets. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. I was able to get to my goal on the because we had a goal. Each girl had to get certain things done. So I did make my goals on both things so far, but tickets are still available, and there is an Eventbrite link for that. That's going to be posted on my page, which I've already posted it a couple times, and I'll try. If I can figure this out, I'll put it in the chat here. Yes, please. There is a lot going on in Charleston on that day, on that Saturday. Oh, let's do. I hit something on my screen. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure this out. Oh
Yeah, it
my!
was
Why did my
buffering a little
screen
bit.
just
We just rebuking Satan. That's just the enemy. Satan,
change
we ain't
on
effing
me?
with you. We rebuking your ass. As my
What
mother
in
say, Satan, I
the
rebuke you,
world?
Satan, in the name of
I
the Lord.
hit
In the name of Jesus. We rebuke
something
you.
and I can't even see y'all, but I know y'all can see me. Oh
There you go.
my bad.
No,
I'm
you
I'm
good.
still I'm
Okay.
still here. I'm just trying to get my. This is why.
And now I can hear you. You good. Go ahead.
Yes, because honorary senior citizens like myself, we know, child. But I'll put it.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
you said you'll post it.
I I'm trying
You can
to
post it in
get
the chat, and then you know
back to
what,
y'all,
K Love,
but
when the show
it's
is over,
this thing is doing
go to my comment
everything but what
section.
I want to do. I tell you this.
So
Oh
listen,
my goodness.
check this
Anyway,
out. If you can
can you
hear
still
me,
hear me?
when the show is over, go to the comment section.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna
post it,
post it. I'm gonna
post it
post
in my
it and
comments,
everything.
but you post it in the chat room too.
Yes,
So
I will
yeah, post it
definitely.
in the chat.
I'll make sure to do because I don't know what I did. I'm still trying to
Oh well,
get
you
my
good
screen to do
now.
right. I can.
So keep going.
I
You
might be
good.
good to you.
You good.
So,
Whatever it is, just keep rolling because you good now.
but yeah, I like I said, I'll put both of the links. And then, we are still looking for vendors for the pageant. So I posted it on my pages on my Instagram as well as my Facebook. We are still accepting vendors, food and non-food vendors. There is a fee involved, of course, but you can come out there the day of the pageant and sell, and get a show. So it'll be a little bit going on. So we are so doggone excited to bring our fabulous fluffy selves to the stage and show y'all the big girls do what we do. Yeah, listen, big activists, tried and true. I ain't ashamed to tell you. I'm eating snacks now. Don't worry about it.
Uh,
Don't worry about it. Look here. Snacks make the world go around. Y'all play with it if you want to. I hate when people act like they don't understand that. Snacks is a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing.
All right,
It
once
is.
again, let everybody know where they can go and vote right now.
Yes. Pageantvote.net. Pageantvote.net. Look for the Miss Plus Size Charleston pageant, and then look for me, contestant number 5.
So they can go basically any search engine, wherever,
Yes. Mhm.
DuckDuckGo, Google, whatever, Microsoft, whatever you
Yes.
got, just type in
Yes.
pageant,
Yes. Pageantvote.net.
pageantvote.net. So I
Yes.
guess that's like they created a website for that.
Yes, they did. They sure did.
And it's
They sure
Miss
did.
Plus Size Charleston, you said?
Yes, Miss Plus
And
Size
there's
Charleston.
a website for that one too, isn't it?
That one, once you go to pageantvote.net, they just have that. I am not aware of an actual Miss Plus Size Charleston like .com or anything like that. I just know for that particular contest, that's where it's available at, is the
So Miss
pageant vote.
Fitline Dancer, Megan, she posted something in the chat. Vote for Christy K Love in the link above. So she's put the
Thank
link.
you.
Is she gonna put a link in there
Thank you,
too? Oh, you
Pua.
put it in there. So thank you, Poor. Thank you.
I appreciate
All
you.
right,
Shout out to Pooh and Fit Line Dancing. I
uh,
appreciate
real
you.
quick, give us the update on the reality show.
Well,
reality
okay.
show.
So it's not a reality show. It's actually going to be a TV series.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes, yes. When My Life Changed is the name of this show. And we are so excited to get ready for that. We start shooting in October, and they'll be announcing like the premiere dates. We're going to be having a premiere party. Shout out to Vanessa Stanley, the writer of the show. Vanessa also doubles as my stylist. DBD Fashion. Shout out to Vanessa Stanley. She is dressing me for this pageant. Vanessa dresses me for all my events that y'all see me at. So I am so thankful for her. And I'm so excited about this first run out of the box as an actress. I've always wanted to do it, but did I really think I was going to get a chance to do it? No, no, I
So
didn't.
is
So
this like a drama, a sitcom? Is it gonna be a
drama,
series
family drama.
like The Shy or something like that, or what?
I kind of like The Shy. It won't be as much, violence and that type of thing, but it has your typical family drama. It's got success in it. It's got, it got a little bit of,
So what's it, like a
naughtiness.
soap opera?
Kind of, a
Okay.
little bit, like, yeah, a little bit. It's got a little bit of everything in it.
So
Yes.
is it like a little more hooder version than Behind the Gates? You know that new black soap opera on CBS? Shout them out. I have glanced at it. They've done a good job. They got some great writers. Cause I even catch myself watching like, okay, what's and I'm not a
Gotcha,
soap opera person necessarily. All my
gotcha.
children
Yeah,
back in the day, the Young and Restless, but that was 30
gotcha.
years ago. Even Victor
Yeah,
Newman's
it's
old ass is. What did they? I don't know what they use to prop his. He's still. Victor Newman's been what has he been on TV for what? Seemed like
oh my
50 years
gosh,
since I was like a
so
little
long,
little kid.
so long, so long. He has been there for so long.
What?
Oh
Oh,
my gosh,
so
it's
so
crazy.
Caleb, do you what's the name of the series and what platform is it going to be on?
When My Life changed, and in all true honesty, the platforms have not been announced yet.
Okay.
And I can't share that information yet, but the series is going to be called When My Life Changed. We do have a page for the series on Facebook. So When My Life Changed, WMLC. And it is, like I said, it was written by Vanessa Stanley. It was originally a play and now being converted into a TV
So
series.
do you know how many episodes is going to be? Does she know or what?
The first season is going to be 8 episodes.
8. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So it'll be a thing. Will it be a thing to where you can? Is she gonna put all 8 out at once, or is she gonna just drop every week, drop an episode?
That part I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to be dropped. I'm not. I don't even want to lie to you like that, brother. I'm not sure exactly how that part's going to work yet.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm excited. Well, tell her if she hadn't shot all 8, I'm still ready for a table read now.
Listen, I will let her know because I know she's going to need more people.
Well,
So
let her
I will.
know because she may be watching. Send her this because I had this conversation with you about 5-6 weeks ago, and I haven't got a call yet. So I'm just saying.
My bad. My
It ain't
bad.
your bad. Just holler at it like, hey, this girl, let Geno. You may even want to just write that character in, come up with. But I'm ready for the read now. She ain't. Don't play
Yes.
with it. I got my little DVD. There's the DVD here. I got to step off camera.
Yeah,
I tell
because
people,
I want to see
this
it
is
because you
our
done
hood.
told me about it.
Speaking of hood, can you see that?
I can't. I can't. That is so funny. That is
Can you
so
see that
funny.
at all?
I can't. I cannot
All
see
right.
it. I am still trying to. Yeah, my screen's
Hanging
still
with the
messed.
Big Boys, rated R, directed by Samuel Dixon. So,
Now I can
2005,
see
before I left Memphis and came here, this went like, when I say straight to DVD, this is actually like the rough edit. I didn't even see the final edit because I wound up here, but I heard it went like straight to the DVDs is in the gas station. You know them DVDs?
Hey, I'm mad at it, G. Do your thing.
Hey,
Do
I
your
ain't
thing,
either, but
sir.
hey, I got proof right here. This is the real rough cut. Straight to the DVD section or whatever little gas station in the hood, the little Arab store, whatever. It went straight.
Right.
It went straight there. Hanging with
That is too funny, man.
I got some chops, so let her know. Don't play with it now. She can
Right on. Right on.
So the funny part is I was like undercover U.S. Marshal. This guy with the hat, that's Samuel Dixon. So he was like the drug kingpin who I sent to prison.
Oh, my.
So the movie picks up, he gets out of prison, so he's out for revenge. So his goal was to try to kill me, but I'm still here. And my goal was to send his ass back to prison because I knew he was
goodness.
He was trying to put a hit out. He was trying to get rid of me. It was for sending him to prison. So that was that's hanging with the big boys. You may not find it on IMDb. It may not be up on IMDb, but it's in somebody's attic or basement somewhere in Memphis.
Right, somebody got it.
Somebody else got it.
Them 5 copies. They sold them 5 copies somewhere. Yep. You know they did. So, they did. Yes, sir.
I wanted to talk about our power. I always say we're all we got. We are all we need, and we got everything we need. I had no idea that we were going, because like I said, most of the time we don't have a rundown. Sometimes we'll have some topics in our head, but this was completely organic. So the stuff I had mentally in my head, my mental rundown, I didn't get to it. But so I think what I'll do Monday, I want to speak to our power, especially as Black people in America, really globally. But I'm centering home right now as an example of what we can do. When we come together globally, the whole the African diaspora. So I'll just say this. So, Target, that boycott, because people, it ain't gonna work. So let me just give everybody some numbers real quick. And shout out to Pastor Jamal Bryant, and there were so many other people that was a part of it. He's kind of been the face. He was on CNN talking about it. So the company Target lost $12 billion in what they call valuation. So from the time that boycott started till today, the value of Target, the company, is $12 billion less than it was when the boycott started. Black people were spending $12 million a day.
Wow.
At Target.
Wow.
We say that again because like Geno's really Black people. I didn't even have time to try to do the math. $12 million a day. Think about
a day. That's crazy.
12 and 7, 2014. So that's almost $150 million a week times 4. That's $600 million, I'm rounding, a month. $6 million a month. So you do it times 12. What is that? That's 72, we're just rounding, over $70 million a year.
Wow.
At one store. Or not billion. Let me get my math right. Billion. Because remember, 12 million a day.
Oh, a day. Correct.
12 million a day.
Correct.
So you do the math, times 7, then times 12. So we're talking about, that was billions of dollars a day.
A day.
Somewhere in that range,
I can't
somewhere
even
around,
wrap my mind around that.
You can say 60, 70 billion a year. But they have lost, the company's value is down by $12 billion. So that means that stock took a hit. The CEO, they cut his salary by 42%. And then they fired him, but you know how them colonizers do it. He's in a new position now. He was removed as CEO. So now he has some other position because you know how they're gonna look out for each other. They'll just stick them somewhere else so you can get, go ahead and get the money that you were supposed to get on your contract. They never mess with each other. Very rarely do they mess with each other's money, unlike us. But I'm just sharing that because with all the crazy shit that we see going on and National Guard troops in D.C. and we saw them in National Guard troops and Marines in L.A., even though Gavin Newsom, shout out to Governor Gavin Newsom, because he is messing with Orange Hitler. He is messing with Trump's mind. You talking about the Jedi mind trick. He is even more petty than Donald Trump is on social media. And it is driving, the whole MAGA cult crazy. Because, Trump would always post this crazy, he has, oh, I'm the greatest and I'm this and that and, oh, we're doing a great, just his bullshit. So Gavin Newsom is like a parody. It's like a mad TV skit. I don't know who is writing for him and doing his social media, but man, Chef's Kiss, them in South Park. Man, they have got him. They got Trump. He don't even know how to respond.
South Park, that was something.
And Gavin Newsom doesn't.
I wouldn't know how to respond to that either.
He's not missing a note, and they're quick with it. Trump will come out with some crazy stuff on that bootleg social media platform. I call it stick to the lie social. He call it truth, but we know he ain't telling the truth. So my grandmother say stick to the lie. So I call it stick to the lie social. You gonna stick to the lie. But Gavin Newsom he is riding him like a horse in the Kentucky Derby. And it is a beautiful thing to see. But I share those numbers with everybody, K-Love, as I end the show. When I say that we are all we got, but we are all we need, and we got everything we need, that's proof. And that's not each and every black person. There are probably a few brothers that still sneak in there. Maybe they gotta get. But when enough of us, like you were talking earlier, we all got haters. Everybody is not. We don't want everybody to love us because, as my mother taught me, she said, "Jeannie, be careful." She said, "The devil can bless you too."
Absolutely.
And I was like, the first time she told me that,
absolutely,
I was like, I had to like rework some stuff in my. The devil can. She said, "You have to be careful." She said, "The devil can bless you too."
Yep.
So.
Yep. But I like you touching on the power thing because I think we do forget that. It really is united we stand, divided we fall. And Big Mama told us on Soul Food, didn't she not say if we put that fist together, that we bring them things together? Big fist.
Say that.
Didn't Big Mama tell us that?
And she
told us that we don't listen.
Oh, I love that scene, K-Love. That is an iconic scene. She sure did. She said, if
she told us that
if you have your hand,
yes,
you don't have any power.
You got your hand.
If you bring those fingers together,
bring them
and form
and make a fist. Come on, come on. And I think we forget that. We tend to forget that we can do more together. And so when like all the inner bickering and all the inner foolishness, if we could find a way to squash a lot of that foolishness, we would really be all right. We would be all right. We're fighting against each other, and then we tend to fight for the wrong things, and it's not getting us anywhere. It's not getting us anywhere. Now we got a couple, 2, 3 fools in the pack, and they just, you don't want people to be dumb all their life. You would think that at some point they will want to do better. Some of them, that's just where they're going to be. But the ones of us that know, but they say when you know better, you do better. So we got to do better. We got to do better. And now is the time that we really have to come together because.
So let me
it's
say
rough
this.
Out there.
Let me say this and let me push back on what you just said. That we are coming together. And it's more of us than them. But for so long, we've had outside sources. We've had media that we don't own and control. We had media that was not It was not created, and
Mhm.
their mission is not to show us in our normal light, which is our best light. They have a different agenda, uh, and fear and hatred, and certain stereotypes and racist tropes sell. So their job is not to make us look good. You know, we were not brought here to create
True.
wealth for ourselves. So, but
True.
the point I'm trying to make is that there are more people like me and you and Lovey and everybody, Rosalind and Megan and Poole, everybody's what there are way more of us. We just got to reprogram our
Mhm.
mind and
True.
basically delete and or just change the hard drive and like, oh wait a minute, no, hold on, we no, we absolutely stick together. And what happened with Target is just one small example. We're doing it all over, many of us. So my thing is to
True.
focus on those who understand the assignment, focus on those and link up with people who have share the same spirit. Everybody's not gonna get it. And like I just said, my mother said, you, we don't want everybody. She
True.
said, because the devil can bless you too. Some folks could be like the Trojan horse. Some folks are coming in front like they down with the program, but they are there to destroy. So we got to use our
Absolutely.
discernment, and instincts, and listen. Trust our spirit. It's like all
Yeah.
skin folk ain't kinfolk. Son ain't right about you.
True.
Nah, you better go get right and come back. And if the alarm don't go off, then he will let you in. But if
Right.
if that spider sense kicks in, if that discernment, you say, son, son about, ain't they talk a
Mm.
good game, but my spirit is telling
Yeah.
me, this one ain't good, son. This one is up to something.
Yeah.
And I know you've experienced that. So I'm going to go into it in more detail
Oh
on
yeah.
Monday. That'll be my monologue, but because I'm sharing that story because I really want to empower and everybody that's watching me live or listening to me. I want you to take this with you this weekend along with make sure that you tell everybody to subscribe to the show and to please support the show financially. Cash App or Zelle. I'll give you that information in about 90 seconds. But I want you to take this with you that we are all we got, but we are all we need, and we got everything we need. And what happened with Target, that's just a small example. But I wanted to give you, because people say, well, how can you prove it? Well, numbers don't lie. Men, like I said,
Right.
men lie, women lie. Numbers don't lie. Numbers are agnostic. Numbers are not
Hmm.
Christian or Muslim or Jew or Hindu. They're not black or white. Eight numbers are numbers. The numbers don't lie,
Hmm. Correct.
but the numbers
Correct.
can tell the real. So these numbers with Target don't lie, and what those numbers are showing the world, not just black folks and these corporations. When we move together, like you said, when we close that hand,
Yeah. Make that face.
since
Yeah.
since this
Yeah.
anti-DEI, and I said it the other night on the monologue, I said so, and I'm going to talk about this. This will be my Monday monologue. So my goal is we're going to anti-DEI. We're going to anti-DEI our talent and our treasure. Since the goal was because that's what
Mm.
got Target in trouble. $2 billion cost them $12 million in valuation. That company, so that company, if you do it, that's 14. That's a 14 billion, not million. That's a $14 billion swing, K Love. So Target had verbally committed, and I don't know if it was on paper. This was right after George Floyd, maybe
Hmm.
I don't know, 6 months a year. They had
Hmm.
publicly committed to $2 billion supporting some, like businesses or vendors or just, at the
Hmm.
time, DEI programs. supporting, you know,
Mm-hmm.
just black businesses. And then when Orange Hitler got in there, it's like, oh, we're gonna pull that $2 billion back, and that's what triggered the boycott. So that $2 billion, which wasn't gonna break them, that they pulled back. Here we are, 8, 9 months later. It's August, the 8th month of the year, because they pulled that back right in January. It's cost that company $14 billion. The value of that company is down by $12 billion, over $2 billion. That's bad business and bad math. So you allow this dude to get you to lean into that racism and hatred and sexism and misogyny, and it costs your company because you didn't read the room and understand that black
Nope.
I don't care who
didn't.
it is. I don't care if it's aliens. $12 million a
Mm-hmm.
day. I don't care who's spending $12 million a day with me, but I ain't not about to piss off any group or anybody. They're spending $12
Right.
million a day. I don't
Right.
even know any
Right.
black-owned companies in America, K-Love. If somebody else knows it, you all please put it in my chat room or email me at genojonesshow@gmail. I don't know any black-owned companies in America
Mm-hmm.
that make $12 million a day.
Day. I can't even, man.
I know
A day.
that's why I keep repeating it, because I want people to really wrap this around their brain. Think about this. $12 million a day was spent in Target by black people in America. That tells you, that's just one store, K-Love. That's just one
Right.
store.
Mm.
Over $2 trillion in spending power. So I'm going to be having this conversation a lot, because this is what, at the end of the day, with all this other craziness, and I'm telling folks what's coming, it's going to come down to a point to where it's like, the only way to really end a lot of this nonsense, especially, you know, with this dude trying to, you know, using the military and sending them, you know, because he's targeting cities that have black mayors and with a large black population. But those are like the beta test. You know, he's just, you know, trying to, you know, let me just go ahead and see what I can get away with. And then the folks that look like him, the MAGA cult members, he's going to eventually come for you all. But the one way to get people's attention with money and power, even a racist, you want to get their attention. The best way to get them to, at least, you may not get them to not be racist, but to not act and behave in a racist way, is digging in pockets. Digging in pockets.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Take $12 million
Definitely.
a day out of
That
anybody's
always gets
pocket.
their attention.
I don't care who it is. I don't care if Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, whoever it is. You take $12 million a day out of somebody's, out of any company, oh, you're going to get their attention. You will definitely get their attention real quick. They'll be like, hold on, let's talk about this. What happened? What did we do? How can we work together? Let's talk about, can we? You digging in pockets?
Oh, yeah.
You can shut a lot of shit down. And not because, not from a sense of morality and compassion and empathy and humanity, not from a sense of doing the right thing, from a sense of these folks worship money more than God. Yeah. So if you want to mess with their God, dig in them pockets and shut that money off. You'll get you talk about a conversion. You'll get a.
Oh my God.
They'll find a new Jesus real quick. You dig in them pockets like that. They'll be like,
Real
hallelujah
quick.
to Black America.
Real quick.
They'll be all up in the with Jamal Bryant and all the big mega churches. Here they'll be in Royal with Reverend Holton. They'll be the CEOs. They'll be getting Holy Ghost and falling all out on the floor. For
Oh yeah.
$12 million a day.
$12 million.
A day.
Yeah, come on. A day?
A
Yeah.
day. So
Oh yeah.
I share that
So
with
so much
everybody.
going on.
So we could. I want you to take that with you this weekend. Know that we have an incredible amount of power. So we're gonna have to do some things because it's gonna be on us, and we're all we got, but we're all we need,
Yeah.
and we got everything we need. So it might be uncomfortable. We may have to but we're uncomfortable as it is. So it's like, all right, if we gonna be uncomfortable, we gonna make y'all uncomfortable, right? So while you sending National Guard troops and Marines, walking down, parading, riding around streets and checkpoints and doing all that kind of dictator shit, we gonna pull this money out. We gonna pull all this money out, the whole system. We gonna tell our sons, daughters, you know what? We ain't playing. Ain't gonna be no college football championship. Ain't gonna be no March Madness. We ain't playing in the Super Bowl. We not doing none of that.
Right. Right.
We gonna keep this money over here, and we gonna spend it over. We gonna do our own thing. Since y'all don't want it,
Right.
Anti-DEI, you don't want it.
Right.
You don't want to hire us. You don't want us to teach our history. You don't. So we're good. But
Right.
don't come over here messing with us, because it ain't gonna end the way you think. Don't start no
Right.
stuff. It won't be no stuff.
Right.
So, anyway, I'll say, because I was about to take off again, but I'll save it. But I wanted to leave us I want to empower us, and I wanted to leave us with a sense of empowerment and encouragement, and for us to really, and I want people to really think about that and keep playing that number, $12 million a day. And we pulled our money out of Target, and here we are 8 months later. That company has lost $12 billion with a B. We spent $12 million a day. We pulled that money out. That company's valuation, which means that company's value is $12 billion less than it was in January. That's I don't care what company it is. That's real.
Right.
Trust me.
Right.
And
Right.
the CEO, they cut his salary by 42%, and then they basically fired him. He was removed as CEO. So what does that tell you? Because the shareholders, they was like, yo, dude, did nobody tell you to listen to Donald Trump? You let him mess with our money. So you got to, you better figure, you needed to figure some shit out. But why'd you piss off them black folks who would, $12 million a day speaks for itself.
It does. It does. And they thought that it was only going to affect them. They didn't think, they only thought it was going to affect us, not them. So that's why they did what they did. So, I mean, I think they pulled up to that street called FAFO. Oh, well, sorry. They pulled up to that intersection, FAFO, it intersected, and that's how it ended.
Right. And, and the former CEO of Target is probably sitting at the intersection. Damn, how come y'all ain't tell me? How come somebody didn't tell me?
Sir,
Be empowered.
You'll be all right.
Be encouraged, be enlightened, be inspired, be educated, be uplifted, and always bet on yourself. Bet on yourself, always bet on you. And they say in Vegas, always bet on black.
Hey, I like that.
I don't gamble, but I say in life, always bet on black. Bet on us. Bet on ourselves. Thank you, K-Love. Great
You're
episode.
welcome.
Hey, listen. When you call Lovey, I'm producing the show in real time. Next Friday, if you're good, check with her. I would love to have both of you all co-host the show next Friday.
Okay.
I think that would be cool because she may not be watching now, but
Okay.
when you reach out to her,
Okay. I sure will.
right?
I'll hit her up as soon as
And
we're done.
because
Yes.
I would love to hear more about this event that happened
Oh,
last night, Thursday. If you're watching us
what's
live,
last night?
that was today's the 22nd, so that was August 21st, Thursday, August
Mm-hmm.
21st. So I'd love for
Absolutely
you all
amazing.
to share some stories, and she could tell the origin story behind doing this event and everything. I think it would be cool. So, and I'd love to
Yes.
have her on. You know, she can talk about her everything she's got going on too. So,
Yes.
will
That would be
you like that
great.
idea?
That would be great. Thank you so much for having me again.
Yeah, you like that idea?
Mhm.
You like that idea?
Oh yeah, I love that.
Let's
I
make it
love
happen.
that.
Before this,
I do.
Before this internet start acting crazy, go ahead. I'm gonna let you go. I appreciate you, my
All
sister.
right.
Love you. Thank you.
Love you too.
And
Thank you.
I'll talk to you when I get back Sunday and
Oh,
Monday. I know Damaris
yeah.
and Allie, they're gonna be my camera person, so they'll take pictures and
Yes.
because
Awesome.
I need a new phone. I'm out of memory, and
Gotcha.
I've deleted hundreds and hundreds of pictures and thousands of emails. It just, I guess these phones after 3
And
years, they're
still,
like, oh,
wow.
you know, the older
Yeah.
phones are
3
different, but
years.
now it seems like
Yeah.
after 3 years, you don't have, you got to buy memory or buy a new
Mhm.
phone. So that's intentional, obviously. So okay,
We'll buy a new
3.5
phone. Yep.
years, I feel y'all, but they're gonna have to
Yes.
wait.
Yes.
So
Well,
we're all good.
congratulations.
All right, thank you, my
Gotcha.
sister. Have a great
Congratulations
weekend.
to you again. What you deserve.
Thanks.
You
Have a great
too.
weekend. All right. Man, I hope you all enjoyed that show. I loved it. Thank you for letting me
All
be a part
right.
of your life. God bless you, each and every one of you. Give me a second, everybody. You, and especially you, God, most of all. Thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 Central, 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast. The Geno Jones Show brought to you by Kojo, Kojo LLC. Kojo, that's Kojo with a C. COJOLLC.com. Courtney Johnson. She will be back next week with Courtney's Corner. She is a real estate expert and a commercial insurance expert. So if you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, want some advice about trying to do what you need to do, prepare to buy a home, prepare to sell a home, or if you have a business and you need insurance, she is your expert. So she'll be back next Thursday. The next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be Monday. Shout out to Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the show. You can check him out on IG, Instagram, Kel B Cutting Up, KELBECUTTINUP. If you would like to be a sponsor or advertise, I would love to have you as part of the Geno Jones Show family. Shoot me an email, Geno Jones Show. The Geno Jones Show at Gmail. Send me an email. I'll set up a meeting with you, send you the sponsorship information. Also, my email address, if you want to support the show financially, make a gift, make a contribution, offer a financial or give a financial gift to my media company on the show. Any support is greatly appreciated. You can use the email, that's via Zelle. Just use my email address, GenoJonesShow@gmail, or you can Cash App. No amount is too small or too large. Geno Jones on Cash App, it is $Dad G Jones. If you want to Zelle it, it's Geno Jones Show at Gmail. But you can Cash App me, $Dad G Jones. $capital D, lowercase a, lowercase d, capital G, capital J, lowercase ONES. So you can Cash App or you can Zelle it right now. No amount is too small or too large. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, and everybody in the chat room, from Pua, from Megan, and my mother, Mary Dixon, and Miss Lovey. They call me Love, and everybody else that was watching the show live, everybody that's watched the recorded version. Enjoyed making a Geno Jones Show binge watch weekend. Please subscribe. Call to action. 100 new subscribers next 48 hours. The show becomes a YouTube partner, which means that YouTube will monetize my media company and this show. Or as the kids say, get that YouTube bag. Get a check. I think they do it every month. They will monetize your show, I believe monthly. So thank you for your support in advance. Tell everybody, spread the word, put a post up, record a little video, come to YouTube, subscribe. Free to subscribe to my channel, The Geno Jones Show, right here on YouTube. So make it a Geno Jones Show binge watch weekend. Watch any and all of my episodes from the last 4.5, almost 5 years. And I will see you Monday live, 6:30 p.m. Eastern.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.